Hey folks, welcome back. I have your latest home prices and insights for week ending July 7th for Peel and Durham. I'm going to show you there's some massive shifts downward when it comes to sales and prices. Just a quick thank you to those of you that reach out to me, to watch me on YouTube, asking me to help you with your own personal real estate situations. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Those of you that want to reach out to me, there's a calendar link in the description below. Book a time. We'll chat about whatever you want to talk about real estate wise, naturally. And do me a favor. It really helps us out if you hit the subscribe button below and you hit the bell to be reminded when these videos that come up. I cover all sorts of, I cover the whole GTA on different days, so you'll be reminded each time these videos come out. Let's get right into it. This report is for Peel and Durham. I'm covering Mississauga, Brampton, and for Durham, it's Ajax, Pickering, and Whitby as one area. Here's a quick summary of average sold price. So Durham is down here, the burgundy line. Just a quick, fast summary. Average sold price is down. It's been down for a few weeks now. For Brampton, average sold price, it did go up last week, but has been coming down the previous weeks. And Mississauga, that's sitting way up here, average sold price is normally higher than every other region in Peel and Durham. Average sold price has been plummeting over the last 3 weeks. So let's dive right in. I've got Mississauga behind me here, just for the detached market. We sold 48 detached homes in Mississauga, only 48. 2 of them were sold at $2 million or more, only 2. And when you only selling 48 and only 2 are at $2 million or more, which is way less than what it's been the previous weeks, for sure that has a huge effect on average sold price. And average sold price now is sitting at $1,392,000. We're breaking records with these numbers, not in a good way. 2 is the lowest week as far as $2 million properties being sold. It's the lowest we've had all year. 48, if we remove the first 3 weeks of January, 48 is the lowest we've had all year. And $1,392,000 is the average sold price, the lowest we've had all year. So there's some opportunities here right now compared to last year. Now the blue is last year's average sold price. The orange up here is this year's. We're still sitting at 10% higher than we were last year's average sold price. Now this year I'd say we sold 2 properties at $2 million. Last year we sold 6 properties at this time at $2 million or more. The 48 that we sold this year is much less than what we sold last year at this time. However, of the 48, 63% are still being bought at list price or more. So there's still some competition out there. As far as listings go, we're down to 87 listings. 87 is the lowest as far as the week goes that we've had in a long time. It's much lower than what we were listing last year at this time. And months of inventory, so sales have come way down. Listings are down, but not as much. Months of inventory is now sitting at 1.4. And you can see here we were at 0.4 and it's gone up to 0.8, 1.4. That's where you could see the effect on average sold price. Over time, average sold price has been coming down. So that's Mississauga. Let's look at Brampton. We sold 95 detached properties. 4 is a good week for Brampton, selling properties at $2 million or more. Now 95 is lower than what it's been over the previous few weeks, and you can see that sales climbed up to March and now going down. Average sold price went up a little bit last week to $1,189,000, and it's a decent week. Average sold prices in Brampton have been pretty steady, and when we look at last year, so last year, here's the blue. Average sold prices were going up, but steady. You didn't get these big peaks and valleys. It was going up steady. This year, we're having the same thing. Average sold price is pretty steady in Brampton. and we're currently sitting at 27% higher than we were last year's average sold price. Of the 95, 66% sold at list price or more. So it's fairly competitive in Brampton. Listings are way down, keeping the market tight, and months of inventory is sitting at 0.7. So very competitive, very tight market in Brampton still. And when we look at Durham, in that whole area that I'm talking about, Ajax, Pickering, and Whitby, we only sold 56 detached properties. And if we take out January, 56 is the lowest, less productive week we've had all year. Average sold price is sitting at $1,092,000 for the average detached property sold in Durham. Now, it's not the lowest of the year, but it's one of the lowest prices of the year. And for an area that's been having massive upward swing in prices and competition, this is a big shift that average sold price is coming down. We're still sitting at 28% higher than we were last year's average sold price. Of the 56, look at this, 79% sold at list price or more. So I'm not saying it's not as competitive. I mean, we've been sitting as high as 87, 89% sold. So 79% is still really high as far as competition goes. So it's still competitive. We're just not doing as much volume, and average sold price is starting to come down. Listings are, we listed 84 last week, detached properties in Durham, and that's very similar to the previous week, but you could see listings here, the orange, it's been coming down. The blue is last year was going up at this time. Months of inventory is sitting at 0.6. Very competitive. It has gone up a little bit, and we've seen prices come down a little bit. As far as the summary goes, months of inventory, Mississauga is 1.4, and it's seen I guess the most price drop in the whole region there. Brampton 0.7, Ajax, Pickering, and Whitby sitting at 0.6. Very competitive markets. We're seeing some relief when it comes to prices. There are some opportunities there. If you're a buyer, man, work with a good realtor, find those opportunities. If you're a seller, there's some great opportunities because there's still competition out there. Make sure you're working with a really good realtor. My name is Santo Sessa with RE/MAX Premier. Thanks for watching.